And welcome back. You're watching The Trend with me, Amina. Hashtag Hey Amina. Okay, so that's at The Trend Live. Make sure that you let us know unafanya nini, uko wapi, unafanya watch show, uko na nani, piga picha tujue na tutambue kwamba kweli una watch trend. Plus, I'm giving you money, guys. Well, not me, Standard Chartered, but see, they're giving it through the show. So this is what's happening. If you deposit 2,000 bob on your SC mobile app, you get 1,000 bob for free. Imagine. Now I know that there are different things that you're planning to save for or you're planning towards. This is either this year or next year. Now the great thing about the SC mobile app is that it comes and you can have like different wallets and pockets where you save money. You track your expenditure and you get to do that only on the Standard Chartered Bank app. So make sure that you download it. It's free on all of the app stores. The hashtag is SC Positive Vibes. I want you to get that 1,000 bob. So download it today. Start saving and just bank on the go, courtesy of the SC mobile app, the hashtag SC Positive Vibes. Now, a mother is she who can take a place of others and no one can take their place. Now, sometimes you wonder, what exactly is life without our moms around? And to make it worse, not knowing if she's dead, if she's alive. Now, our next guest, having lost his mother mysteriously 5 years ago, Cyrus, better known as CEO, composed the song Mama. And that was in hopes of finding his mom wherever she is. Hoping and praying that, if she's alive, she'll hear the song and maybe she'll even make her way home. Welcome to the show, Cyrus.
Thank you so much.
It's good to have you and to share your painful journey and your painful story. So acha tuanzie kitambo yani upbringing yako, si ndio? And take us to the beginning of the story.
Basically I was born and bred in Kisumu, Migosi Estate. I went to Kondele Primary, Ukwala High School and Maseno University. And I started doing music when I was in high school through to campus. So this song Mama, I did it. I wrote the first piece in 2014. Yes, when I was in Maseno University. That's a few months after my mom had disappeared. I think a month or two.
Yeah.
But then I recorded it in 2017, and I found some little money and did the video last year around May. Yeah, so basically that's it. The background of the story, it's about my mom. My mom fell ill in 2011. When I was in Form 4, before I did my KCSE exams, though I wasn't told. I learned that after I was done because they were trying to hide it from me before I did my exams. So she went to hospital, she was diagnosed, but they never found anything. The doctors could not determine, and at some point they speculated maybe she was ill mentally. And this continued through 2011, 2012, 2013, and it was an on and off thing. She had to leave work so that because she couldn't focus. And then in 2014 the illness, I think, started creating some friction at home with dad and stuff, and eventually in around September the same year, when I was in school in campus in Maseno, called and asked, have you talked to your mom? I talked to her on Sunday, but this was on Tuesday morning. I said I talked to her on Monday morning when we talked in the morning about some issues, but then we hadn't talked again. Tried reaching out, her numbers were off, and that since then we've never talked. It's now 5 years. Now
you sort of blame your mom's disappearance, you blame it on a mental condition that she had, but wasn't it a misdiagnosis? Because I read that they weren't sure if it was a mental condition or if she was just unwell, if she just what exactly did they finally say?
They couldn't determine. I'm not really sure, because during that period was on and off. I was in school, and then during the long holidays I could come to Nairobi to at least hustle a bit. Then I just used to hear. They tried, when they went to hospital, she was given some mental meds because they assessed maybe that was the case, because they couldn't get any other thing. So according to what I was told and what I could hear was that maybe she was mental, but I'm not really sure until date, but that's the only explanation somehow that might make sense since then, because I wonder if she was just like that. She could go for all these years without talking to us, without giving us a call, without doing anything. So in my thinking, I feel maybe even if she wasn't really mental, but I don't think she was 100% by the time she was leaving home.
And the fact that no one, you know, wanted to listen to her was not making it better.
Yes, because during her time of illness, I was being called by my younger brothers from home that oh, last night there were issues between mom and dad, and this happened and this happened, and yeah, I kind of somehow at times I blame myself because I wasn't there to protect her since I was her firstborn, and maybe if I was there, I could have given her some hope, and maybe she would be around right now.
Cyrus, are you blaming yourself for your mom's disappearance?
At times I feel like I am partly to blame.
Wow.
Because
you were a child. Don't blame yourself.
I never spent much time at home. I was preoccupied more with my dreams of achieving whatever I wanted in music and stuff. So I couldn't stay in Kisumu much. So when I was off school, I could travel to Nairobi and live at my cousin's place, and that's when I started receiving calls that there were problems at home, but I couldn't make it back and stuff. Then after that, before I resumed my third year first semester, after the second year long holiday, I stayed at home for at least 2 days and left again for school. So at times I feel that maybe if I was around during all this period, the 3-4 months during the holiday, it couldn't have gone like that.
Don't blame yourself. It's not your fault. You were doing what any other child is supposed to do at that age. You're in school, you're trying to strive for a better life. That's what everyone does. It's not on you. It's not on you. Have you tried to seek therapy to try and talk to someone?
I've never done that. At times I just yeah, that's what led me to write the music. You see, in school we used to have this show every Thursday. It was called Spoken Heart. So during such period I could go perform this piece and just give all my emotion on stage and feel better. When I recorded this song, whenever I feel bad, I play it up and listen to it, and then I stand up and move on. But I hope that this song can get enough attention and maybe pull her, if she's alive, pull her from wherever she is when she listens to it. Yes.
Now, to what extreme have you gone in search of your mom?
Personally, okay, during the earlier periods when she went missing, my dad recorded statements with police, and yeah, he tried reaching out to all relatives that he could imagine that she could have gone to, all other things. During that period I couldn't do a thing because I didn't have any means, and looking for someone who is lost needs a lot of money. During that period he tried to reach out to some media so that it can get maybe as news, so that it could get coverage, maybe she can get to hear, but then a number refused. They couldn't air it. They said maybe it can be aired as a commercial, and that's too expensive and he couldn't afford. So it's just been prayers and stuff. So this song is the most extreme measure I've taken, and I believe that it can be it can help me out.
Yeah. Cyrus, what has been going through your mind, you know, when the days turned into weeks and then the weeks turned into months, and then now we're talking about years?
At times I give up. At times I feel like I'm just wasting my time. Maybe she's gone. When she's gone, she died a long time ago. Her body is rotted somewhere. I don't know. At times I feel that way. But then at times I get the hope.
Yeah.
A number of times I've dreamt about her, and there's a time I dreamt that she came back home, and when I woke up I got some hope that maybe she's still alive. So that's what keeps me going.
Now, you talked about domestic violence growing up. What can you tell us about?
When I was growing up, I can't lie that I saw or I witnessed any domestic violence during my period as a young boy. Actually, when I was growing, since I was born, I was away from my dad until I think standard 7, because my dad used to live in Kitale during that period, and we used to live with my mom, with my 2 brothers during all that period. And then he came when I was in standard 7, but then everything was just cool, everything was just good. So these issues, they only began in the latter stages, in this period that I was in campus. And personally, I didn't witness, I just received calls. And that's why I say, I feel like at times I blame myself, because if I was there, maybe I could protect her.
All right, so now this is Cyrus's mom. If maybe you have seen her, maybe you could reach Cyrus and, you know, help her. Very beautiful, young. So that's the last picture. When was that taken?
Some years back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's her picture. Now, Cyrus, if your mom is watching right now, what would you want to tell her?
I would just like her to know that we've really missed her through this period, and she should reach out. Just knowing that she's okay and she's alive will bring a lot of relief in my heart and in my brother's heart, because it's been tough during this period. My young bro, when she went missing, my young bro was going to sit for his KCPE exams, and I can't imagine the pain he was going through during this period, because he was too young. He was in standard 6, and then all those years. So she can just reach out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna give the social media pages and even phone, contact details on our social media. That's at 9/8. That's at 9:04 in the morning. Listen to me, because I do radio and I do TV. Anyway, but that's at the Trend Live with the hashtag Hey Amina. We need to help Cyrus out as he tries to find his mother. Now the contacts, we're gonna be sharing them on. This is across all pages on Twitter, on Facebook, and even on Instagram. So now, Cyrus, there's a song that you said that you dedicated to your mother. And as they play out the song, I'd like for you to introduce it. So you want to introduce the song?
Yeah. So, hi guys, my name is Cyrus.
Cyrus, your camera is right there.
Which one?
As Blessing runs behind you, but that's your camera.
Okay. So my name is Cyrus Omondi, but musically I go by the name CEO. And this is my song called Mama, inspired by true events. The loss of my mom. She disappeared 5 years ago, and I did this song to help me reach out to her. So by viewing this song on YouTube, by sharing it out, you're making it go wide, and maybe you can help reach out to her. So check out this song. If you like it, please check it out on YouTube on my page at CEO Good Life, GUDLYF.